In this lecture, let's see how to handle different gestures using touch action class. Okay, so IPM guys implemented touch action class with the different methods using which you can perform various gesture actions on your mobile app. Okay, in previous lectures we have seen different examples on click method with the different locator types, right? And also scroll action using a scrollable class, right? Now by using touch action class you can perform several gesture actions like tap, long press, swipe, scroll and drag and drop. So okay, so these are the different gestures you can perform using touch action class as well. Okay, now let's see examples on these gestures one by one. So first one is tap. So let's see an example with the tap. Okay, so tap is similar to click method, right? So we generally tap on elements in your mobile app, right? Okay, you can use click method which we have seen in previous examples, or you can use the tap approach as well. If you want to perform click or tap action, you can use any of those two approaches. You can use either click method or tap method. Okay, let's see an example to tap on a view's name. Open the app and simply tap on this view's name. So previously we have clicked on view's name. Okay, now how can we tap on this view name? So in touch action class, AppM guys provided a method called tap, which allows tap options object as per parameter to perform tap action on any element. So you can use a tap method to perform tap action on any element. Okay, so for that first identify the locator of element on which you want to tap. Okay, so first identify the locator of this element. So you can use any of those locator strategies which we have seen in previous examples like ID, class name, XPath, accessibility ID, find element by Android UI Automator. So okay, so you need to identify the locator first. Okay, now to tap on this element, first we need to create an object for touch action class. Touch action, you can give any reference variable, that is touch new touch action class. Here you need to pass driver object. Okay, here we are going to tap on views, right? Let's copy the locator of views. Okay, now hold it in Android element variable. Views. Okay, now touch dot tap. So there are two tap methods in touch action class, so you can use any of these two methods. So but recommended one is tap options. So you can tap on that element using tap options or coordinates. Point options is nothing but coordinates. So you can perform tap action using coordinates of that particular element as well. So now let's see an example with the tap options. Okay, now it is expecting tap options object. Okay, now tap options of dot. Here you need to import tap options. So this is the class package you need to import static. So tap options dot tap options. Okay, now dot with element. So element of, you need to pass the element on which you want to tap. So this is the Android element, right? So just copy and paste the reference variable of object element. So element of views. Okay. Now finally, in touch actions, you need to call perform method at the end to perform any touch action. So you must call the perform method at the end to perform any touch action. Okay. So this is the statement to perform tap action on that element. So now let's run the script. So before running the script, we need to start the Appium server, right? Close the app. So Appium server is started. Now let's run the tap test class, run as the test ng test. Now you can see whether it is tapping on that element or not. See, it is tapped on views, right? Okay, tap action has been performed on views name and navigated to views screen. Okay, now you can use other method. So point options, right? Touch dot tap of point options. So here you need to pass point of. So first you need to get the xy coordinates of that element. So using point class, point equal to new views dot get location. Now point object reference contains the complete location of this views element. Now pass the xy coordinates of that element. So point of, you need to pass point dot x comma point dot y, xy coordinates. So instead of passing exact xy coordinates, these are the starting xy coordinates. So instead of tapping on borders, you can add some pixels so that it can tap some place instead of tapping on borders. Okay. Now dot perform. That's it. Now let's comment this one. Okay, save it and then run the same script. Now it will perform tap action on views name, same as previous one. So here we are performing tap action using xy coordinates of that element. You can see that it performed tap action on views using xy coordinates of that element. So in this way you can perform tap action on any element using any of those two approaches, but recommended approach is using element instead of coordinates. Okay, so this is how you can tap on any element. Okay, in next lecture let's see how to perform long press action on element. Okay, thank you.